I never forget that phone call that I got waking me up, telling me what had taken place. And I said I didn't want to believe it, so I called the house and spoke to Mr. Williams, and he confirmed it. And I just was at a loss of words.
Manny was a very, very lovable kid. He always hugged everybody, always happy-go-lucky, goofy type of kid that always joked around and just had a good time. What a typical 15-year-old should be doing at that age.
Emmanuel was a great kid. Dad asked me to speak at his funeral. It was one of the toughest things I had to do, talking about a kid that young passing where he shouldn't have.
We all went to the funeral, most devastating funeral that you could ever go to, knowing it's one of your own. But you know, we had to be strong because the kids, it was our kids too, so we had to have like grief counseling for them. So it wasn't just the kids on the football team, it was the school as a whole.
We decided to have the jersey there. It was a way to show he was there with us. We're not going to forget him. Manny was the type of kid, you would scream at him, you would yell at him if he did something wrong, and then he'd be like, yes sir, no sir, and then ask you for a hug.
Emmanuel was compassionate. Emmanuel was physically gifted. Emmanuel was extremely creative. You know, Emmanuel played the viola. He was an artist.
I actually got a call at midnight, the night that it happened. And he said, I think something happened to Ishak's brother. From there on, I just started reaching out to all my coaches. One coach started reaching out to the other. We're trying to get in touch with Ishak. We're trying to get in touch with the dad. We finally get in touch with them, and we didn't ask too many questions. We didn't want them to talk about the issue. We just knew that it happened. When you hear that one of your student athletes has passed, you start questioning yourself. Like, were there signs that we didn't see? What happened?
You know, I actually thought that I would grow old and live with Emmanuel and his family at some point. But it's not in the cards. You know, I think of just how blessed I was to have him in my life. He's physically not here anymore, but I think all of our lives were enriched by Emmanuel.
It wasn't easy around Lincoln football for a couple of weeks and a month or so. I certainly think that's one of the driving things that have put this team more together and tighter as a chemistry. And it may be the thing that maybe puts us over the top.
You're watching City Gridiron.